will call to order our regular meeting of City Council on April 29th, 2025. And if you could please stand and join Ms. Amy Sharpshire in a prayer and moment of silence and a pledge of allegiance.
Please bow your heads. Gracious God, we come before you with humility and gratitude for the opportunity to serve this community. Help us to lead with wisdom, compassion, and fairness. Keep our minds clear, our words honest, and our hearts focused on what is best for all who call this city home. Remind us that true leadership means listening, respecting differences, and seeking solutions that lift everyone up. Protect those who live and work here, and give us the courage to make decisions that bring lasting good. Bless this meeting and bless the people we are here to serve. And please pray for our fallen fireman, Joshua Hennedy, and his family. Amen. The pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Buhai, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Tankersley?
Here.
Mrs. Sharpshire?
Here.
Mr. Cook?
Here.
Mr. Lovett?
Here.
Mr. Cox?
Here.
Mrs. Knight?
You here?
And Mr. Schmidt?
Here.
And Ed Cunningham is absent with notice.
Thank you. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes of our last meeting? Seeing none, those minutes will stand approved as written and distributed. I'm going to suggest to change the agenda so we can get our clerk of council out for a end-of-the-year school award ceremony. So I'm going to take a voice vote to request that we move items 8, 9, and 10, which is the rule suspension motions, unfinished business, and new business, to right now in our agenda before our reports and communications. Actually, thank you for the first. Do I have a second? Glenn, thank you for the second. All those in favor, or I'm sorry, is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Those opposed, no? Thank you, that will carry. So with that, rules suspension of motion, first and only reading for immediate effectivity of ordinances 2025-26E, 2025-28E, and 2025-29E. We'll move to unfinished business. Ms. Buhai?
Do we need a motion? Is there any
Oh.
rule suspension motions?
I'm sorry, you're correct.
No, you're fine.
Is there a motion for rule suspension for the ordinances as read? Mr. Lucas?
Question, do you still want an explanation on each piece of legislation?
Yes, that's probably a good idea. So,
Why don't I just suggest we do that as part of the discussion on the legislation as it's called, if that works?
okay,
That probably makes sense.
all right. All right, with that, is there a motion for rule suspension for the ordinances as written? Mr. Lovett, thank you first. Mr. Cox, thank you for the second. Any discussion? All those in favor, yes?
Yes.
Those opposed, no? Thank you, that is passed. Now, unfinished business.
Okay. Unfinished business. This is a second reading of ordinance 2025-23, amending Sharonville ordinance regarding surplus property.
We skipped one, Terry.
For 23? Oh, at 17, yeah. Sorry. Did I go out of order? Sorry. Yeah. So this is a third reading of ordinance 2025-17, authorizing operation of underspeed vehicles at intersections on Chester Road.
Want me to do a discussion point?
Yes, discussion, Mr. Lucas.
So yeah, Needy, a few months ago, who's here from the Delta and with Michael, approached us on a request to allow golf carts to go from the Delta Marriott to our convention center because of nights like tonight when it's raining and people need direct transportation over, or for senior citizens, that type of thing. Pretty easy request, right? You would think. In reality, not, because it opened up a very complex Ohio Revised Code section that Law Committee had a rather spirited debate about a few weeks ago, and a similar debate occurred 4 or 5 years ago on golf carts. And in the end, the Law Committee is recommending that we approve the request, but to go directly across the street at marked crosswalks on Chester Road. And unmarked, right. Needy, I don't know if you want to come up and further explain your request or just be here for any questions. So the Ohio Revised Code, for areas of 35 miles an hour or under, requires city council specific approval to allow golf carts on any roadway in the city. The city could put on restrictions. We could be as restrictive as we want or as expansive as we want. Law Committee is recommending being pretty specific and just allowing direct across the street in a marked or unmarked crosswalk.
Yeah, so we didn't realize when we changed our entrance to the other side how much of an impact that was going to have. And as beautiful as it is, a lot of our senior citizens or on hindsight today, we're getting a lot of pushback. And this, in 2024, we lost 5 bids, the convention center and us did, due to not having direct access or being connected. And when we realized we were actually losing high revenue dollars for the convention center and us, that's when I approached them, and then we started talking. I did meet with Chief. He gave me everything we would have to do. Obviously, all the golf carts would have licenses and would be motorized to be on the road, but it has significantly started to make an impact, especially on our groups like Eastern Star and Eastern Seals, where we've had them for 8 to 10 years, and now they're having to walk from all the way to the other side. So hoping this is something we can get done just to make it more convenient for our patrons.
Any other discussion on ordinance 2025-17? All right, seeing none. Is there a motion for ordinance 2025-17? Mr. Cook, thank you for the first. Mr. Tankersley, thank you for the second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Tankersley?
Yes.
Mrs. Sharpshare?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Levitt?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mrs. Knight?
Yes.
And Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-17 has been approved. And that's it for old business.
Okay, new business.
All right. First reading of Emergency Ordinance 2025-25E, authorizing the Safety Service Director to execute any necessary documents for the purchase of certain real property located in downtown Sharonville, amending 2025 appropriations for the 401 Capital Fund, and declaring an emergency. This is a first and only reading of Emergency Ordinance 2025-26E, authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract for cleanup of Sharonville parks and shelters and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Is there a motion for ordinance 2025-26-E? Would you have discussion on that?
If you want a discussion.
Well, let's hold discussion first.
Steve Bosum's here tonight to talk about 26E and 29E.
Good evening. 26E that we are talking about currently is just to appropriate some funds for contract and to sign a contract for park pickup on the weekends to clean up our parks and shelters during the rental season, May through September. Historically, we have done this with permanent part-time and seasonal help. We've had difficulty. We had difficulty last year and the year before getting those weekends covered. We ended up mandating overtime for our full-time people to cover those weekends. This contract would cover that with the same vendor that currently takes care of the janitorial services at the rec center. They've been very happy with them. They are supportive of this contract. So it's something we would like to move forward with. and make sure our parks are kept clean without overtaxing and mandating overtime for our full-time employees. Any questions on that? Then we're going to talk about 29E. 2025-29E is the next step in the appropriations process for the Mostella Road improvement project. There's that one parcel that we still have not gotten contact with the final documents for that we need right-of-way from to proceed with this project. You passed the resolution of intent a few meetings back. This is the next step to the filing to be able to move forward with that project. Any questions? Thank you.
All right, with that, is there a motion, or is there any further discussion, I'm sorry, on those two ordinances? All right, seeing none. Is there a motion for ordinance 2025-26-E? So moved by Ms. Knight, second by Mr. Lovett. Any further discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Tankersley?
Yes.
Mrs. Sharpshare?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Lovett?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mrs. Knight?
Yes.
And Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Emergency ordinance 2025-26E has been approved. A first reading of 2025-27, amending Part 11 of the Sharonville Codified Ordinances, commonly known as the Planning and Zoning Code. First and only reading of emergency ordinance 2025-28E, amending the 2025 salary ordinance and declaring an emergency.
John and/or Rachel's here tonight to talk about this ordinance.
Hello, I'll be quick. This is just amending the salary ordinance to reposition a part-time code enforcement officer position to grade S. That way we can provide an offer to the candidate that we are seeking to put that position in line with what was discussed at the budget Q&A. Currently, that position is at a lower rate. So, thank you.
Any further questions or discussions? All right, seeing none. Is there an ordinance or a motion for ordinance 2025-28-E? Mr. Schmidt, thank you for the first. Ms. Sharpshare, thank you for the second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Tankersley?
Yes.
Mrs. Sharpshare?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Lovett?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mrs. Knight? Yes. Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Emergency ordinance 2025-28E has been approved. First and only reading of ordinance 2025-29E, directing the filing of a petition to appropriate permanent easements and temporary construction easements as a quick take for the public purpose of improving Mostella Road, a public roadway open to the public without charge in the city of Sharonville, Hamilton County, Ohio, establishing an emergency to take effect immediately.
Thank you. Is there a motion for ordinance 2025-29-E? Mr. Tankersley, thank you for the first. Mr. Cook, thank you for the second. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Tankersley?
Yes.
Mrs. Sharpshare?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Lovett?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mrs. Knight?
Yes.
And Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-29E has been approved. A first reading of Resolution 2025-R08, approving the continued operation of Sharonville's designed outdoor refreshment area.
Any discussion on that, Mr. Lucas?
Just a first reading.
Okay. All right, thank you. At this time, are there any residents desiring to be heard before council this evening? All right, seeing none, we will move back up to reports and communications. Mayor Hardman.
So I would like to give a big congratulations to our officer, Aaron Hayes. We learned today that he was selected as the Ohio DARE Officer of the Year for his great work and what he does in community relations, especially as it relates to our DARE program here in the city of Sharonville. So that was quite an accomplishment on his behalf to be selected and chosen for that. In addition to his choosing, one of our elementary school teachers down at Sharonville, Ms. McCrory, who is actually retiring as well at the end of this year, was named the State of Ohio DARE Educator of the Year. So really exciting to know that we have the kind of connections that we have with our community. Great that we are able to continue to support the DARE program. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to Aaron and all of his great work that he's done, as well as our folks down at Sharonville Elementary School and the work that they do. So their DARE graduation is this Friday afternoon. I believe you're invited. I don't think they'll turn you away if you show up, but it's at 2:30. So 2:30. So if anyone wants to pop into Sharonville Elementary School for their DARE graduation Friday, just tell them I sent you. I don't know if that'll work to get you in, but hopefully it will. So we'll be celebrating those kids, their graduation on Friday afternoon. That is my report. Well, I do want to give a big shout out to all of our folks who worked on the Bark and By this weekend. It was a great turnout. We had some clouds, but we didn't have rain. It was nice. Good turnout for the second year of that event. Congratulations to hula girl Bonnie, who might belong to one of you up here, for her winning in the costume contest by way of dogs. But it was a neat activity. Sharonville went to the dogs for a couple hours on Saturday, but in a good way. And there's great programming planned throughout the summer down at the square. Next up is Beats on Creek. I wanted to say Beats on the Street, but it's Beats on Creek. So get out there, get your line dancing shoes on, and I'll see you there for that next event. And then we've got another concert coming up after that. So check all your hometown guide for all the dates and get out there on the square for some really fun activities this summer. So kudos to all of those organizers for our past event and all the ones that are coming.
Thank you. Safety Service Director, Mr. Lucas.
Just one thing related to the DARE recognitions. We tried getting Aaron here tonight, but he had a family obligation, so the intent is going to be to bring him back along with the Princeton teacher, perhaps once they get their awards, just formally recognize them here. That's it.
Thank you. My report, I will second Mayor Hardman's thanking Anna and David and everybody involved for putting together the Bark and By, and also congratulations to Officer Aaron Hayes for a reward much deserved. Clerk of Council has just vacated the building. No report. Auditor is not here either. Steaming right through this. Mr. Irie, Treasurer.
Yes, thank you. Good evening. The auditor and the treasurer reports are on file with the clerk of council. Those reports go through March 31st. So the first quarter numbers are in. The collections are ahead of the pace of one quarter through the year. We're at 28% on the general fund, 42% on the street fund, fire fund at 29%, senior housing 29%, and convention center 23%, so slightly below on the convention center funds. On the income tax, this time last year, we are ahead of it at 6.1% month to date, and on the year to date, we are ahead 4.47%, while the motel lodging tax is down 19%. So overall, very good.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Law Director, Mr. Lippert.
Thank you, sir. One thing, in late 2024, Mr. McKeon prompted and I completed an tax-exempt application for the Sharonville Convention Center property. The Hamilton County Authority basically mandated a new application based on modifications to the convention center. When I dropped it off, they said we would hear within a year and a half, and it only took them 4 months. So we got that approval just this week. So that's a good chunk of change saved for Sharonville. Thank you.
Thank you. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, Parks and Recreation Director, Mr. Michael Blomer, and his 2024 Parks and Recreation Annual Department Report.
You just mentioned that you guys were steaming right along. Well, let me slow things down for you here.
Make it fun.
Talk about my favorite subject, and that's Parks and Rec. Let me get this pulled up here. All right. Good evening, Mayor, members of council, city staff, and to the millions watching at home. My name is Michael Blomer, and I serve as the Recreation Director for the City of Sharonville. This evening, I am proud to present the City of Sharonville's Parks and Recreation Department 2024 Annual Report. This report includes the current status, recent achievements, and future plans of our department. All right. Our parks and recreational offerings play a vital role in promoting community well-being and quality of life for our residents of all ages. This report highlights the progress we've made over the past year, outlines key initiatives, and provides insight into the continued improvement of our city's parks and recreational services. Our goal is to ensure that Sharonville remains a vibrant, active, and welcoming community for generations to come. In 2024, we once again had a record year. Participation across the board, from programs to memberships, was increased. This increase led to another best revenue year that the Recreation Department has ever seen, with over $500,000 in receipts. Increased revenue was definitely not the only thing that Recreation achieved in 2024. We also had record participations with Silver Sneakers, record activity, fitness, and combo memberships sold, and record pool concession receipts. Our success is not only defined by numbers, but also by the excellent customer experiences that our staff provides every single day. We added 6 smiling new faces to our staff and also instituted new customer service training department-wide, led by the Xavier Leadership Center with the help of our Human Resources Department. Customer service is at the heart of our department. Our patrons aren't just visitors, they're neighbors, friends, colleagues, seeking meaningful experiences through our programs and amenities. What often resonates most is the welcoming sense of community our staff provides. Consistently delivering a positive experience is essential to our department's building of lasting relationships. While 2024 was a banner year for our department, I am excited about what the future holds. I want to offer a sincere thank you to my staff, administration, and the elected officials. With your support, I am confident that the future of our department is brighter than ever, and together we'll continue to build a stronger, more connected community. Our operation consists of 7 full-time employees, 21 part-time employees, and normally around 15 to 20 seasonal staff between Camp Sharonville counselors and swim team coaches. Our 50,000 square foot facility is open 7 days a week for a total of 86 hours, including some holidays. We have 4 large parks across the city with multiple outdoor sports fields, playgrounds, shelters, and other exciting amenities like our splash pad and dog park. I'm excited to announce that we've done it again, and better than ever. In 2024, our department shattered its all-time revenue record, surpassing the impressive milestone we set just last year in 2023. This back-to-back achievement is fueled by incredible growth in membership. We're thrilled to celebrate 2 consecutive years of record-breaking success, and we couldn't be more proud of the momentum that we are building. Our revenue goal in 2024 was $430,000. The department finished the year with $502,380 in revenue, more than 116% of our goal, highlighted by major increases in, like I said, Silver Sneakers fees, activity, fitness, and combo memberships, and pool concession sales. We sell a lot of ice cream cones. Moving on to expenses. Year-end expenses finished more than $238,000 below our estimated expense budget, although our expenses have grown by over $158,000 from 2023. Our year-end cost recovery percentage was 24.2%, down just 0.3% from 2023's 24.5%. Major and minor projects were completed in 2024, both inside the community center as well as at our parks and aquatic center. Some highlights include the ribbon cutting that finally occurred after the completion of the Gorman Park project in May. A project that took nearly 4 years to finish not only changed the look and feel of an old park on the west side of Sharonville, but has also become a community center for neighbors to gather and neighbors to enjoy the beautiful outdoor amenities. Another impactful upgrade was the 21-year-old slide structure at the Aquatic Center. The slides were completely redone and reopened with the 2024 pool season. You may remember me coming before you in 2023 to ask for additional dollars to make these repairs. Fresh paint, new stairs and platforms, and refinished slide tubes not only make the slide safer for members, but also more enjoyable. And we have heard from some trustworthy 8-year-old sources that the slides are a little bit faster too. Programming. Programming remains one of our most valuable services that our department provides. For many participants, our programs support a healthy lifestyle through fitness, exercise, athletics. For others, they offer meaningful opportunities for fellowship to connect with friends, family, and neighbors. Last year, we experienced consistently strong participation across all areas, whether it was pickleball, Silver Sneakers, Camp Sharonville, or the Preschool Make a Mess program. Our programs for all ages, from infants to seniors, were in high demand. All of our programs offered in 24, of all of them together, we saw a total of 30,106 participants. Our department consistently seeks opportunities to collaborate with partners in and out of the community to develop mutually beneficial solutions. While many of these involve grant applications to support both major and minor projects, we recognize that impactful collaborations don't always have to be large in scale. Geology in the Park is held twice a year at our Trammell Fossil Park, once in the fall and once in the spring, in partnership with the University of Cincinnati geology grad students. They help participants identify fossils and share insights in the field. Last year, over 75 people, including a family from the United Kingdom, joined us to explore Trammell's hillside, and they even discovered its rarest fossil, an Edrio asteroid. And in case you were wondering what that is, hang with me here. It's a small plated marine organism from 430 million years ago that are from the same family as starfish and sea urchins today. Fascinating stuff. So if you go to Trammell Fossil Park, you're not going to find dinosaur bones. This is way older than dinosaurs. With as much success as we have enjoyed in the previous 2 years, our department still has plenty of room to run. We feel that we have just begun to really stretch our legs and find our stride. Many of the programs, facilities, and amenities that we are known for have seen this success because of our approach to provide fun and safe recreation experiences for everyone that joins us. We will continue to apply this same way of thinking to future projects. With the completion of Gorman Park, we have turned our attention to the largest and most visited park in our city, Gower Park. Ask almost any longtime Sharonville resident, and they can provide you with a number of stories that have taken place with their family at Gower. From men's league softball all the way back in the day to the more than 40 years of summer camp we've offered, Gower Park is not just a park. It's a treasure box full of core memories. We plan to improve Gower Park in a way that keeps its identity while adding facilities and amenities that will continue to create those core memories for years to come. Our department will be engaging with the public with our ideas and concepts in the second half of this year, with hopes to begin multiple park upgrade phases starting in 2026. Continuing our improvements of the now 21-year-old Aquatic Center, we are adding new landscaping around the facility, replacing furniture, painting indoor spaces, updating our filtration systems, and more. The Aquatic Center is one of the most popular and well-attended facilities that we offer. Even after 20 years of pool seasons, it still stands as one of the best aquatic centers in our region. Our goal with the pools is the same as the building, to create a safe, clean, and fun space that does not look its age and can continue to serve the recreation needs for all that attend. We remain committed to work diligently every day to shape and improve our spaces into the extraordinary places we know they have potential to become. The recreation department we've built is truly one of a kind, distinct not only in the variety of programs and services that we offer, but also in the way we genuinely impact and enrich the lives of those we serve. Our uniqueness lies in our passion, our creativity, and our deep understanding of what a thriving recreational community can look like. I'm incredibly proud of everything we have already achieved together and as a dedicated, forward-thinking team. As we continue to grow, I am filled with excitement and optimism about the future and all the possibilities that lie ahead. And last but not least, I do have a few thank you cards that I would like to present again this year that I've done in the past. So, first things first. Thank you to our senior adults for continuing to choose us for fitness and fellowship. We understand how much your loved ones care about your well-being and daily activities. That's why it's so important to us that they know when you visit the Sharonville Community Center, you're not just participating in something fun and safe, you're a part of a welcoming place that feels like home. This is an impressive picture. Thank you to the volunteers, coaches, staff, swimmers, officials, and most importantly, the swim team leadership for helping us to put on the absolute best swim team championship that the league has ever seen. Your ideas, communication, and execution were second to none. Some familiar faces up there. Lastly, thank you to our amazing staff. Being a recreation person requires not just a smiling face eager to accommodate and help, but also a passion for making people feel excited and energized about participating. It is because of our people that at the end of the day, everyone knows that the recreation department is the fun department. In closing, I want to thank all of you for your continued support of the recreation department, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Mr. Blomer, thank you for your continued leadership of the Recreation Department and all the employees. It never ceases to amaze me, everything that you and your employees can provide. The maintenance and upkeep on the rec center is just a great experience, so thank you.
Thank you. I'll definitely pass that along. It's really important to us that when people come into the facility, it's clean, it's bright, it's safe. That facility was built in '97. I walk into many facilities that were built 10, 20 years after that look nothing like what our facility looks like. And that is a testament of our maintenance staff, our staff that when they have downtime, they find opportunities to clean and keep things clean, and that helps us with our operation costs and our maintenance costs in the long term. So thank you.
Mr. Schmidt?
Just a quick note. That last paragraph was very impressive on your slides about how the recreation department adapts. Because a few years ago, if you went around and walked around the track in the afternoon, you might have seen one or two people shooting basketballs, but that was it. Very recently, if you walked around the track, all 6 pickleball courts were occupied.
Yeah.
And with pretty continuously. So wonderful opportunities and wonderful response to that need. So congratulations, Mike. Very well done.
Thank you. We appreciate that. We don't like an empty facility. We want to be the hub. We want to be busting at the seams. We want people to come to us. It's important. So we do everything we can, from a variety of programs to unique amenities to try and create spaces and create opportunities for people to come. You know, we get folks that come in at 8:45, 15 minutes before we close, because they know that 15 minutes on the treadmill, it's going to be clean, it's going to work well, and they're going to have folks there that they know that are smiling.
Chair?
Yes. Michael, I just want to, on behalf of the Sharonville Sharks swim team, I'm the president still, one more year.
Still.
It's been my pleasure working with you every summer. You've made my life easier. It's made all the difference in our swim team and our success by having your staff and Swim Safe and the lovely facility. And he's not lying, we do have one of the nicest pools in our area. Thank you for leading the way, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, one thing we've realized pretty quickly is that the success of the folks that come to us, from the seniors to the swim team, SYO, the different organizations that recreate with us, their success is our success. So if they're having a good time in a fun and safe environment, and they're getting new people to come and attend and participate, that's successful for us as well.
And we did have a record-breaking year last year,
absolutely
close to 200 swimmers, so it was huge.
It was massive.
And championships was a success.
Good thing we don't host again for another 10 years.
Second all the comments that were made here tonight. The one thing I will add is whenever I come in, I'm not lying, I get a good morning, how are you doing, something to that effect, and a smile. So thank you for that, and your associates for making it an enjoyable time to when you first walk in.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely pass that along. Relationships for us are everything. We know people have opportunities to go other places for especially fitness. That's a very saturated market. Lifetime Fitness, Planet Fitness, there's different opportunities, but the relationship is what sets us apart. That's what the difference with us. People feel warm and fuzzy is the term that we like to use. So if we can create that and kind of build that, then it helps us to continue to retain people that come down and recreate.
Ms. Knight?
When you talk about your staff, they are fantastic. After my senior meeting on Monday, one of the gentlemen, I don't know, he came and found me to say, I think one of your seniors is in distress in the locker room. So luckily Wendy, the EMT nurse, was still there, so her and I went. It was Teresa. She has some trouble, but he was aware that this woman might need help, and that just made me feel good, warm inside, that we have people caring about other people. So I just wanted to, I can't remember his name.
Bill. Name was Bill.
Bill.
Yeah.
That was it. But he was very concerned with her, and that just made me feel good.
Yeah, I'll pass that along. We care about everybody that comes in the building, and we've had our share of medical emergencies, from injuries with pickleball, cardiac arrests, multiple success stories of helping people out. But it's something that we take it very seriously when people come in, and I kind of alluded to it in my report, that we have folks that come to us that have loved ones that don't live in Sharonville, and they need to make sure that when they're coming to us to recreate, that we are a watchful eye, we are a helping hand, so that they are going to have a good experience. Because you wouldn't want your grandmother going to a facility that's not caring, and that's what's important to us. So yeah, I'll definitely pass that along. Thank you.
Comment, Mike, too, on the physical workout area. It is amazing how clean is kept and how accurate and timely all the inspections are done with the people. Very well done, very attentive, very carefully watched, monitored, very well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we're always successfully able to extend the life of our commercial fitness equipment to normally beyond its recommended useful life because of the upkeep, because of our staff and how they do a great job of regularly maintaining, cleaning, things like that. So yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate that.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
At this time, are there any residents desiring to be heard before council this evening? Mr. Schmidt.
Tim Schmidt, 12215 Pickwick Place, and I apologize, Mr. Coulter, since I told you before the meeting started that I didn't have anything to say. But since what happened, I'd like to also comment on Mr. Blomer. I am a member of Silver Sneakers. I do attend the exercise classes at the rec center. Not every day. Sometimes I do 5 days a week. It just depends. But the facility, and Mr. Cook, what you said about the people when you come in and you show your ID card, yes, they always say good morning and whatever, and it's always a very good experience. The other thing I want to mention, on April 17th, Sharonville had Cruising the Loop. I was there. Most of you know I do have old cars. I did have a car there. There was a lot of people there. The music was very good. Mrs. Knight was there. The food truck was good. The music was very good. And I see on the flyer that I got tonight that on June 19th and August 21st, going to have the Cruise in the Loop again. And I thank Sharonville for having that. I love to be there with the old cars. I love, so many people come up, really aren't into old cars. They just see the cars and they want to talk to you about it. And I really enjoy that. So thank you.
Thank you. Any other residents? Anyone? right, seeing none. Council committees, community development, Mr. Tankersley.
Thank you. The only thing I have this evening is the May 2025 BZA meeting will be on May the 14th at 6:30 in these chambers, and there will not be a planning commission meeting for this month. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you. Budget and Finance, Mr. Cook.
Thank you. No report for budget and finance or project oversight, and I will work with administration on when our next meetings will be held. Thank you.
Thank you. Community Services, Mr. Lovett.
Good evening. Our next meeting will be held on May 7th, 4 p.m. We're still in the community development offices. Any questions for me, just let me know. Thank you much.
All right, thank you. Honored citizens, Ms. Knight.
Yeah, tonight I am honoring our past law director, Mark Pietmeyer. He was named Volunteer Lawyer of the Year by the Cincinnati Bar Association. In his tenure as a lawyer, he's always been dedicated to serve others. Mark has been a dedicated VLP volunteer since 2012 and has taken 33 cases since, with 7 in 2023 alone. He's a tireless volunteer who goes above and beyond in the service of his clients' needs. Thank you.
Thank you. Law and Public Safety, Mr. Schmidt.
The next Law and Public Safety Committee meeting will be Tuesday, May 6th, 5 p.m. Administrative Conference Room. That's also the primary day, but we, in the past, always can meet on the 7th of the primary. We'll have the meeting in Fall Committee.
All right. Thank you. Are there any other matters to be heard before council this evening? Ms. Sharpshire?
I just wanted to circle back on the Recreation Department because the Sharonville Shark signups have started, and we need to go sign up your swimmer. And we have a parent meeting on tomorrow, 4:30 at 7 p.m. at the Rec Center meeting room. So if you're available, come learn more about the sharks.
Thank you. Mr. Lippert?
Yeah, Sue's comment made me think to say that Mr. Pietmeyer's last day down at the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office is actually this coming Friday, May 2nd. I think it's almost 50 years. How long, do you know how long it is? I don't. I think it's almost 50 years.
Wow.
And I know when he resigned from his law director post for Sharonville, he wanted to resign from the prosecutor's office. And so I think Carol finally talked him into it to resign that post as well, but he'll be missed down there too.
Thank you. Ms. Knight?
Yes, for any senior that's watching, we are not having a meeting next Monday, Cinco de Mayo Day, and there'll be no lunch or bingo. They are repaving the parking lot, the down part. So we have to cancel. But we will have the Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de later on the next Monday. And the bingo will be going on then too. Okay, I have a couple more.
All right.
I just want to shout out to Anna because all my seniors, I had 7 or 8 seniors at your little dancing on the square. And I also like to thank Stephanie, our Sharonville librarian, for coming and speaking to my seniors. Thank you very much. They really enjoyed it.
Anyone else? All right, seeing none, do I have a motion for adjournment? Mr. Tankersley, thank you for the first. Ms. Sharpshire, thank you for the second. All those in favor, yes?
Yes.
Those opposed, no. Thank you, we are adjourned.